break down the biggest moments, hottest takes, and the wildest stories from the world of pro wrestling. Whether you're a diehard fan or just stepping into the squared circle, we're here to give you the real scoop on everything happening in the ring.
I'm your host, RJD, and we're about to take a ride through the latest and greatest in pro wrestling. Get ready for all our hot takes, deep dives, and all the wrestling you never knew you needed.
Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and join What the Wrestling family so you never miss an episode.
You're listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. Tiger uppercut. What's up, everybody? We back, baby. Whoa. I know it's been a while, okay? But we back, all right? We back, so stop the nonsense. Welcome to What's the Wrestling, the show that brings you all things wrestling. I am your host, RJD, here. As always, tis I. And we are here to talk about wrestling. Yes, there's been a lot of wrestling going on, a lot of things going on. And we are going to get into it today and tomorrow and this weekend. So look out for that. I don't know what the hell's going on with my computer, but we back. All right, cool. So with that being said, as always, hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Roll it across the bottom of your screen and follow me, RJD, on the Twitter, RJ699. And also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. RJD at What the Wrestling. I missed y'all, man. I missed y'all as always when it comes to taking care of business. Sometimes you gotta take care of business and then get back to what you gotta get back to when the business is concluded. But we've had a lot of things going on. We got multiple shows to talk about. We're gonna run through Smackdown. We're gonna run through Monday Night Raw. We're gonna run through AEW. Next week we are back to regularly scheduled programmings, so look out for that. On Tuesday we will have the Monday Night Raw review. On Thursday we will have the AEW Dynamite review. On Saturday we will have the Smackdown review and anything else, pay-per-views, things like that. And What the Wrestling news brief will come out on Sunday. So there you have the content schedule. And as you know, the shorts and everything else, they go up pretty much every day. So look out for that. Back to regularly scheduled programming next week. So thank you everybody for rocking with me. Thank you everybody for your patience. I know it's been a couple of days. My shorts have been rolling, but no videos, but we are back. Nothing changed, man. Nothing changed, but the game remains the same. So, with that being said, Hit the like button. We got the merch over there. The merch store is open and active. Follow What the Wrestling over there. What the Wrestling rolling across the bottom of your screen. And yeah, let's talk about SmackDown first. So yes, obviously SmackDown was last week. They celebrated. First things first, I love the crowds, baby. Love the international crowds. You guys are simply amazing. I love me some international crowds, and I know why they get so amped, because WWE does not come around often internationally. So if they have the chance to go somewhere a la Puerto Rico, London, Dublin, Ireland, wherever they are going to get a, first of all, they'll probably have a very large gate, and they're going to sell out most likely because WWE rarely goes over there. So the international crowds are always great. They're always hype. They're always rowdy. They've been drinking a little bit. So it's a beautiful thing. I ain't mad at it. Now, SmackDown, real smooth show. 3 hours. It is what it is. If I'm getting 3 hours of SmackDown, the only thing I want is you better give me some matches, some good matches. Better give me some stories, and you better hook it up. You got too much goddamn talent to be having 3 hours of a show and it's hot garbage. So we better figure that out. I don't care. Figure that out and give me good stories and give me good matches if you're going to give me a 3-hour show. Give me people I haven't seen before. A la Whoop Dat Trick. A la Jordan Grace. Good stuff. All right, let's keep this rolling. Number one contenders match. Sami Zayn and Ilya Dragunov. They had themselves a fantastic match. Two of my favorite wrestlers to watch right now. Ilya Dragunov, and to watch my favorite wrestlers right now, he is in my top 5 just to watch. He is incredible at what he does. Sami Zayn, we all love Sami Zayn. Good guy, bad guy, doesn't matter. There was this long storyline throughout the night. Sami talking to Drew, saying he is going to qualify and he is going to beat Drew, and Drew has beat him 11 times. Sami has beaten him 0. So let's see what story they tell. But Sami Zayn and Ilya. Sami Zayn gets the win here with a haluva kick. Sami Zayn advances to the Fatal 4-Way for the undisputed WWE title shot. Post-match, Trick Williams leveled Sami Zayn with the trick shot. Those two have been going back and forth. Nothing wrong here. I love Trick Williams in this spot. Love Sami Zayn. This is all good. Jordan Grace beat Chelsea Green with the powerbomb in a short match. Jordan Grace got into it with women's champion Jade Cargill. Now, my only thing is this too soon? Because if you put Cargill, who's been the champ and hasn't really done much, but if you put Jade against Jordan and Jordan loses, where does she go from there? Back to the bottom. So that sucks, and we don't want that.
You stupid.
So I hope they build to it and maybe have some other challenges in the middle before, if they're going to give it to Jordan and let her run with it, let's build to it first, and let's just not have her go up to Jade and lose, because that would be dumb. United States Championship, Carmelo Hayes beat Leon Slater with an avalanche cutter to retain the title in the Open Challenge. One of the best things on these shows is the Open Challenges. From Ilya to Sami, from Sami to Ilya to Carmelo Hayes. This has been a staple on SmackDown and has been one of the best things on these shows, and I ain't mad at it. I absolutely love it. Carmelo Hayes is finally getting the burn that he deserves, getting over with the people and people seeing how good he is. Leon Slater, they borrowed him for a night. Despite all of the TNA, NXT crap going on, they borrowed him from a night. He looked good. This was a good match. I ain't mad at it. Number one contenders qualifying match. Damian Priest beat Solo Sikoa after hitting the South of Heaven. During the match, the Wyatt Six intervened to cancel out the MFTs. Priest advances to the Fatal 4 match with an undisputed WWE title shot at stake. My only problem with this is Solo Sikoa, man. And that's not really for Solo. That's when it comes to the Wyatt Six, when it comes to the MFTs, I'm just struggling to don't give a shit. And it's not that they're bad. I just don't care. And this could have been Wyatt Family Shield type rise and match between these two, but I really just don't care about it. And all of these guys are great. Solo has gotten a lot better, especially with the character work. Love the Tamatonga, Tongaloa, Talatonga, Jeff Cobb. All of these guys are fantastic. They haven't built them up enough to care. And the Wyatt Six, they had the tag team titles, but they're not focused on the tag team division. And it's just like, this should have been a bigger deal. Like when they finally get into it, like the 5-on-5, 4-on-4, whatever the hell it's gonna be. When they finally get into it, I should have felt like Wyatt Family versus the Shield. But instead, I don't feel that way. And all of those guys are great. Loomis, Gacy, both Dallas, all those guys are awesome, bro. It's just, I don't care. Like, for some reason. Number 1 contenders qualifying match. Whoop that Trick Williams beats Matt Cardona with the trick shot. Trick Williams advances to the Fatal 4. Match for the undisputed WWE title shot. And Kit Wilson also attacked Matt Cardona. This I do not like for Matt Cardona.
Nope.
My man just got there and they're beating him already. I mean, I don't trust it. I don't care if he's 40. I don't care. You can't push everybody at the same time. Got it. You gotta mix in the old with the new. Got it. But don't have Matt Cardona come back to just be freaking losing every match and keeping them on the back burner. For all of that, he could have stayed on the goddamn indies and just made appearances and still would have been caked up. Shout out to him. But yeah, I don't like him just coming in and losing. But they got plans for Trick, so I'm going to reserve my right to say that they're going to do something with him eventually. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte beat Julia and Kiana James after Bliss hit the Sister Abigail on Kiana James. I'm sure they'll get their win back next week because they like doing the 50-50 crap. So that happens. Wyatt Six, Warren Solo Sikoa for stealing Bray Wyatt's lantern. So that's the thing now. They're fighting over the lantern. I ain't mad at it. At least it's something. So I'm not going to sit here and bitch and moan about it. But at least it's something. They got them doing something, thankfully. So we'll see how this progresses. And Randy Orton beat The Miz with an RKO to advance to a fatal 4-way match for an undisputed WWE title shot. So that's the minor stuff that happened on this show. The big stuff that happens is Cody and Jacob Fatu. They went at it. They were going at it, had a pull-apart brawl. Very good stuff. I ain't mad at that. That's going to be a good match. Jacob Fatu at the top of the card where he needs to be. And Drew came out with the bagpipes. What do you call those guys? It escapes me. But he came out with the guys playing the bagpipes and the Scottish stuff. And he had his celebration. And then other people came out to cut him short. So that was that. So this was your SmackDown. So I'm not mad at it. SmackDown was smooth. So nothing wrong with that there. Let's move on over to Monday Night Raw. Excuse me. So, Monday Night Raw, everybody. Let's hear the minor stuff that happens. Or let's see. What the hell? Let's see the minor stuff that happened on this show. We had El Grande Americano beat Javon Evans via doctor stoppage after it appeared that Evans suffered an injury during the match. Exactly what happened, we don't know. Could have been his shoulder. Happened during the commercial break. But I hope Mr. Bouncy is okay because he just got to the main roster and we don't want, we don't want the brother to be injured or out for an extended period of time after he literally just got to the main roster. That would suck. So, best wishes to Mr. Bouncy, Javon Evans. The Judgment Day attacked Io and Rhea after they all came out and cut a promo about how Rhea is going to turn her back on Io Sky, and Raquel Rodriguez came and kicked her in the face, and then the Judgment Day stood tall. Cool. We had Penta, Rey Mysterio, and Dragon Lee versus Brunson Reed, Austin Theory, and Jake Paul, The Vision. And Penta gets the win with the Mexican Destroyer on Austin Theory. Why am I not surprised? He ate the pin.
Nope.
But Adam Pearce removed brass knuckles from Jake Paul as Pearce argued with Paul Heyman. Mysterio grabbed the knuckles and hit Theory to set up the finish. Heyman later threatened Pearce, saying that everyone will miss him when he is no longer the Raw general manager. So they are playing off of the stuff from last week. Braun Breaker is gone for the time being. So I love it. Penta gets a big win. They had some good back and forth. This was a good match. Crowd ate it up. I loved it. Then we had our token Jey Uso spot of the night.
Nope.
Let's hype up the crowd. Let's chant yeet and declare for the Royal Rumble, which is what happened. So this left the New Day upset, as they expected a shot at the World Tag Team titles. Adam Pearce said that the New Day would instead be in the Fatal 4-Way next week to determine the Usos' next challengers. So they were mad. So Jey Uso just came to yeet and hype the crowd up. Cool. Moving right along. Women's Intercontinental Championship match, Becky Lynch and Maxine Dubois for the 15th time in 15 weeks. They had a title shot, but Natalya, seemingly, Lynch had the match won and had the exposed turnbuckle, but Natalya put her leg on the rope and turned on Maxine Dupree and then beat the holy hell out of her. But after she took the manhandle slam and lost, so this is probably over. And after the match, Natalya beat her up, and we'll see what happens with Natalya and Maxine. Okay, moving on up. AJ Styles came to confront the Ring General, Gunther, as the crowd really came out and let him have it because he made John Cena tap like a bitch, even though he tapped out, and the crowd did not let him forget about it. They brought out the Boo Birds, and they were like, you tapped out. You tapped out. So they were not happy with him. AJ came out and says, listen, I want another shot at you. Gunther said, listen, I outsmarted you. I don't want to fight you no more. Get out of my face. But that did not matter. He said, listen, no. Then he said, you know what, AJ? I need you to do something for me. You want to fight me? I'll accept. But put your career on the line at the Royal Rumble. Now, we all know AJ Styles says this is his last full-time year in competition. Now, that could be last year or last full-time year, but I think he's going to call it quits. If I'm not mistaken, this is his last year. So, we don't know if he's going to retire at the Royal Rumble or retire at Mania or retire later on in the year. We don't know. So, we'll see. But all I know is I'm looking forward to this because I don't know if he's going to retire now or later. And listen, if he wins the second match, you can always run it back a third time and have that one be his retirement match. I don't know. But why come up with the stipulation if you're not going to use it, right? So let's see what happens. But I am looking forward to that. Not going to lie. Styles later had talked to Adam Pearce and said he talked to his wife, who said go kick his ass, and made the match official. And your main event of the evening, CM Punk versus Finn Balor, who brought back the original Finn Balor entrance. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't see Finn Balor. We saw the Prince Pete Dunne beat him. Shout out to Finn Balor, man. Finn Balor's awesome. One of my favorite wrestlers. And the end of an era, man. Bullet Club. Gonna talk about that. Bullet Club is no more. The end of an era. But we'll talk about that in my What the Wrestling News Brief video. But Finn Balor in Ireland. He didn't win, unfortunately. He didn't win. Nope. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I knew he wasn't gonna win, but I wanted him to. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, damn. I mean, I've been watching wrestling a long time. The viewer in me was like, I know he's not winning this. But the fan in me was like, so you're telling me there's a chance. So I don't know. But they had a good match, solid stuff, solid storytelling. This was just good stuff here. Two good wrestlers going back and forth. He hit the coup de grace. The crowd was like, oh my God, it could happen. They showed the crowd. People were legit like going crazy, like he could win. But unfortunately, he did not win. He ate the GTS, the second GTS of the night, and he went to sleep. I did see that there was a show of respect after the match. He picked him up, gave him a hug, but he lost. So it's okay. But I did see that he left him, or he talked about something to the fans, or he made a speech to the fans after the show went off the air. I haven't seen it, but I did see like clips, like little clips of it on Twitter. So I got to go back and watch it. But I ain't mad, man. I like Finn Balor. I think could throw him anywhere and he'll be great. And I think it's awesome that he got to. I'm pretty sure he's wrestled in Ireland before, but a title match in Ireland. Got to talk to the fans after. I ain't mad, man. Good stuff. So, Monday Night Raw, can't say there was a hell of a lot going on, but you know, it is what it is. I like the main event. Penta got a good win. Don't know what's going on with Javon Evans. I hope he's okay. Especially he's finally getting his time to shine. So that sucks, but hopefully he's all right. So we'll see what happens. All right, so that was your Monday Night Raw, everybody. Now, normally I do a separate Dynamite review, but not today. We moving on up. AEW Dynamite. All right, AEW Dynamite, everybody. We had good old Triple B. MJF was out there. MJF was out there talking junk, shitting on the city as he normally does. And he told a lot of people they got to get in the back of the line. And throughout the night, he was watching all of the future competitors for his title. He was scouting them backstage, which I did like. And MJF good on the sticks. And we had Brody King come out. Brody King came out and said, listen, I want to put my hand through your stomach and rip out your spine, and I'm not going to do it. And he said, you know what? You're all bite, no bark. You're all bark, no bite. That's what you are. And you know what? You got to get in the back of the line. You have not beating any credible challengers, and you want to challenge moi, the champion? No, you shall not. So this basically was MJF talking shit. Brody King coming out there, and then MJF saying, you know what? I'm out. Peace. Brody was about to get serious, and he hightailed it out of there. So it is what it is. This was okay. MJF, great on the mic. Brody King, a future challenger. Great. We don't know who the next challenger is. I guess we'll find out. Samoa Joe versus Speedball Mike Bailey. This was good to me. Joe gets the win by pinfall, but unfortunately, Speedball, they were working over the leg of the whole match. Had some devastating. Powerhouse Hobbs is not there. He's gone. They are not the Trios champions anymore. We had, obviously, Joe chopping the hell out of him. But this was basically Speedball versus the whole ops. And eventually, the numbers were too great. He tried to hit something off the top turnbuckle, but Shibata interfered, Hook interfered. He got caught, and then he got caught with the Muscle Buster, and that was all she wrote. So here we are. So you just had these guys win the Trios Champions, and now he's a loser. Okay, great. That makes sense. So they want to keep Joe strong because Joe is going to eventually be challenging MJF for that title. So they got to do what they got to do. But it is what it is. Then we had the Death Riders versus the Don Callis family in a street fight. This was great. Loved Lance Archer here. Lance Archer put what's this? John Moxley through a table. John Moxley had a thing with like a board with barbed wire and glass. That was a cool spot. He got slammed on it, was bleeding instantly. He got put through a table by Lance Archer shortly after that. Lance Archer got whacked in the back of the head, which was cool. He got whacked in the back of the head by Pac, who came out with a crutch. And then Claudio jumped off the stage and whacked him again for good measure. That was cool. So, so at the end, Marina Shafir came in, gave a low blow. I forgot who she gave the low blow to. She gave the low blow to somebody on the outside. And at the end of the day, Marina Shafir, Garcia got the pin because Moxley hit the stomp, and then Danny Garcia put the Dragon Tamer on, and he had passed out on Rocky Romero, and that was all she wrote. But Marina Shafir has never looked better. Never looked better since joining the Death Riders. It's just gotten progressively better and better. And now that they're kind of, the Death Riders are heel, but John Moxley's a babyface, kind of don't make sense. But hey, I like Marina Shafir. She be getting down and dirty with the guys. And you just, every time one of the guys grabs her, it's like, kick her ass. And then, but Marina Shafir's in there. She gives it as good as she takes it, man. She be in there. It's like if they choke slam her or Roderick Strong gives her a backbreaker, she sells the hell out of it. It's awesome, man. I love it. I'm sure AEW is going to do the intergender stuff real soon. And they dribbling it right now. The fans love it. It's a little bit. It's not too crazy. They're dribbling on it. You know, having Roddy and his wife go at it. You know, that's different than just having crazy intergender matches. But they've had a lot of intergender mix-ups over the years. So maybe they'll make it a thing. I don't know. They make everything else a thing in AEW. So maybe they'll make it a thing. But I like it. I ain't mad at it. So Garcia, Mox, and Yuta get the win here. Nothing wrong with that. FTR beat Alec Price and Jordan Oliver. They had a good showing, but at the end, Shatter Machine, 1, 2, 3, thanks for coming. Big Stoke was out there and warned Oliver and Prince that this would be a bad night for them. He was out there by commentary. Later on, after the match, we had Tekla challenging Stat for the TBS title. Julia Hart challenging Widow for the TBS title, and Tekla challenging Stat for the world title. And Stat and Widow both accepted the challenges, and Harley Cameron doing what she does, and she's going to keep Sky Blue out of both matches. So I don't know if I don't think they're taking the title off of any of these ladies after they just got the titles, but they got a rivalry here, so we're gonna keep it going and see how the rivalry ends up. Then we had Kenny Omega versus Josh Alexander. Kenny Omega gets the win here. Good match, and he says he feels great. And because he feels great, he tried to get Don Callis, but Don Callis got the hell out of Dodge. So this was absolutely a good match. And at the end of the day, one Winged Angel. See you later. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. So he's still got to have a match with Andrade because Andrade done beat him up twice. So I'm looking forward to that. And Andrade needs to be built up because, yeah, we love Andrade, but at the end of the day, we can't just have, he's going to come in and beat Kenny Omega. Or, he's going to come in, Kenny Omega's going to beat him. Then what the hell are we doing? For what? So they already got the little story going on. Don Callis and Omega have legendary heat with each other. So we can keep this going. We could keep this going. Then we had the Timeless Love Bombs versus Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. This was good. Good stuff here. Megan Bayne, as always, very impressive. Penelope Ford. There was this thing where Megan kind of threw Mina Shirakawa onto Toni Storm, but she missed her. So they were kind of talking like, hey, you all right? You all right? And then she threw Penelope Ford on top of them, which was cool. And Megan Bayne is really good. She's big. She's easy on the eyes. She's a pretty lady. And she's big. Like, she's tall. She's strong. They definitely should run her back up to the top. The only problem with Megan Bayne is I don't know who the hell she is. Who is she? Why is she here? I don't even think I've heard this lady speak. I haven't heard her speak. And Megan Bayne probably has the softest voice. Not to say I want her to sound like a band, but she's probably got like the nicest. She's probably like the nicest lady. Like, you know what I'm saying? Outside of wrestling, she's probably the nicest woman on planet Earth. And inside the ring, she's big and just beating the hell out of these girls. So it's almost like Willow. Willow is probably the nicest, sweetest woman. And then when she gets in that ring, she be going at it. So that's why I like AEW, because these girls, I mean, I like WWE too. I can't say it's just AEW. The women's wrestling in general right now, it's like these ladies, they be going for it. Like, they be going for it. They're athletic as hell. It's like they're strong. I mean, just women's wrestling. I love it. I'm all for it. I am all for it. They ain't afraid to go through tables and barbed wire and have death matches and shit. These ladies are nuts. And I mean that respectfully, in a good way. Love it. So we'll see what happens with Megan Bayne and Ford. This is an on again, off again feud. But I do want to see Megan Bayne kind of get up there. Let's hear from her. Let's see what she's got to say. Let's hear her talk her shit. I haven't heard her talk her shit yet. That's what I want to hear from Megan Bayne. We'll see what they do with it. So, AEW hyped up Roderick Strong's win over at Hikaru to earn a CMLL World Heavyweight title. Championship match versus Claudio on Collision. Unfortunately, nobody be watching Collision. So things happen on Collision and nobody cares. So we'll see what happens. Swerve Strickland versus Kevin Knight. A1 here. Kevin Knight, really, really good. He even hit Swerve with a Swerve Stomp. So Swerve gave him a lot here. But in the end, Swerve hit him with that move where they underhook each other. He drops him on his back backwards. Then he hit him with the big pressure. And that was all she wrote. MJF was in the back scouting as always. And this was a really good match. Good showcase for Kevin Knight. Not a good night for Jet Speed, but not a good night for Jet Speed. But what I will say is, they just got the trios titles, right? And then they get back on TV and lose. I don't like that. But what are you gonna do, right? I'm not gonna totally shit all over it, but I don't like that. I can't lie. Don't want my champions losing like right after they got the title, even if it is a single match. But you're not gonna have Swerve lose, and he ain't gonna beat Joe right now. So I understand. Those are the next challenges for the titles. So can't be mad at it. Overall, decent show. Not gonna be mad at it. We have some notable people missing. No Darby, no other people. But we did have Kenny Omega. Good to see him back. Hopefully he does feel good. We had no Takeshita, no Kyle Fletcher, no Okada. So we'll see what happens next week. But that was all she wrote on this show. Now, I know you guys are probably like, all right, damn it, where the hell everything been? Where you been? Stop disappearing. Well, I'm back, baby. I'm back. It's all good. Back like I never left. We have the What the Wrestling News Brief tomorrow. I'm going to talk about all the recent news in the last couple of weeks. and that will be out tomorrow, and I'm probably going to go live for that. I'm not going to do a pre-recorded video like I'm doing today. So that's happening tomorrow. The shorts will be out, we got 4 shorts a day coming out every day. So look out for my shorts. Shout out to everybody rocking with me and disagreeing with me on TikTok. Love all y'all. And listen, we had 166 subscribers. 200 by the end of the month. Let's start playing. Hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you like the content, talk about it. Let me know in the comments. Rock with your boy. Other than that, that's all I got for y'all today. I am out. Be safe. Peace.